Hi, welcome back to a brand new video of the Talk Individual program, Talk Individual Experience. So, last night I went home talking about using the color gray, right, and the color red. And what do you see over here? Combination of the guy in the color gray, the car's gray, and the guy in the red hoodie, right? As if look, he's cleaning his car. It is fucking cold out here. Right, I tell you how cold it is. It is cold out here, and you out here cleaning your car, dude. Yeah, okay. Okay, I keep telling you, when you see strange shit like this happening, right, it is subliminal message, right? Look, okay. Well, not getting, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is cold out here. It is winter time. It is cold out here, right? Most people will take their car to the car wash. Right? I've never seen a person on my block cleaning the car. He don't even live on the block. I don't even think he lives on the block. Okay? But they'll station them out there doing some strange shit like that. You know, but I just want you guys to understand the psyops and how it works and what they do. Alright? Like I said, this is more training for me. And they keep exposing their tactics and their methods. I recorded, I documented. Oh, the white guy, look at his watch. Look at his watch. Coming around the corner. Looking at the UPS truck. Asian. He looked like he's Asian, a mixture of white and Asian. Again, I want you guys to understand it. Hear the sirens now? You guys hear the sirens in the background? They're exposing their shit. And they don't like it, so they'll use the sirens. Right? Again, just want you guys to understand that this is always going to be going on, whether I talk about it or not. Right? But like I said, this is my purpose, and my purpose is greater than theirs. They can manipulate people as much as they want. They can create false narrative as much as they want. They can no longer manipulate me in a way in which you know, they can no longer manipulate me in the past, like they did in the past, I should say, without me being unaware of the agenda of the curse of persuasion program that was taking place, of the cognitive warfare, the neurocognitive warfare, right? The psyops, the covert warfare. Okay? They may be able to still get away with some of the covert operation, but in terms of the psychological, you know, the honey trapping and the, you know, all the other stuff, okay, they can rarely bypass my defense mechanism now, unless they're using silent sound when it comes to certain situations. In certain situations, they will project thoughts, images in your mind. And they have the ability to do that. Don't think that they don't. Again, you need to study technology, right? You need to study technology. Study about Dr. Jose Delgado, Dr. Robert Heath, the two CIA scientists that we have documentation of what type of experiments that they were doing, right? You also have MK Ultra documents and the sub-programs under MK Ultra. Yeah, so again, you gotta understand these things, because they're making it so obvious for me, and I guess because they believe that people is not going to listen to me. They're gonna look at my video and they're like, "Oh, this guy's out there talking and all this stuff." Like I said, it's all right, because the more people look at my video, the more they're going to be waking up to what's going on. Right? And that's a good thing, because they will be aware of these hidden psychological warfare programs. Right? And like I said, my job, my purpose is to make sure that this don't happen to future generations, particularly black children and black boys. Because this war by the white supremacists against black people is specifically designed to eliminate black boys and black men. You gotta understand, they weaponize us, they weaponize our women, and now they're moving on to the next phase, which is using European female porn stars, right, to shame women who are not sleeping with hundreds of men. Okay, so they will choose our leaders for us, or who we look up to, right? Anybody that's positive, anybody that's speaking the truth, they'll condition us to hate them. All right, and I was watching MSNBC, and I think her name is Nicole Wallace, and she was talking about this Trump administration and the DOJ and the FBI, and she said something that's very telling. Right? She said that if they allowed them to rise, right? If they allowed them to rise, that's what she said. Meaning that people within the Trump DOJ and the Trump FBI who are going to be Trump personal tool to use against his enemies, his adversaries, right? His business, other businesses, right? Business rivals, right? So she said it, and I'm just like, most people will hear that and not think anything about it. But I want us as black people to understand, right? That we think that we make success on our own. White people never had success on their own. So what makes you think you have success on your own? Right? You are allowed to achieve certain types of success, but you have to remain silent about what's being done to your people. And once they put you in a position, you're not going to want to give up any of that. So you're going to keep quiet. You're going to go along. You're going to throw your own people under the bus because you want to maintain that lifestyle. You want to be up in whiteness spaces, right? But not understanding that they allow you to be there. They allow you to be there. Just like how they allow you to be there, they can allow to no longer have you there. Okay? And you know why? Why? Because they have destroyed avenues for black people in which we can know, which we know we don't have any sort of economic independence aside of white people. We don't have educational independence. We don't have business independence, right? Everything is predicated on what they give us, what they do for us, and what they allow us to do. All right? And it isn't about an equal and just society. It isn't. It is a one-sided society in which white people have embedded systemic racism within the system. And they're not wanting to give that up. They're not willing to change that. Right? So when you talk about good white people, we're the good white people. The majority of white people are not good. If they were, right, they would be, I'm not going to say no such thing as systemic racism, but they will fight to make sure that you truly have equality. But they don't want you to have equality, particularly white men. White men who cannot compete, right, will always be white supremacists. All right? That's just the way it is. There's a YouTube channel I subscribe to it called The Defiant Lawyer. The funny thing is that he's a reverend. Right? He's a reverend. But, the man comes armed with information. Right? And these are the type of people that we, even though, like I said, I'm not a religious person, but these are the type of people that you should be following. Right? That have knowledge. Even though he's a reverend. Well, he's also a lawyer. Right? And he also confronts racism and systemic racism. He's not shying away from it. Okay? Like I said, he's a reverend, but I subscribe to him. I subscribe to others. Crimson Kill, she's Muslim. Sade, she's a Christian. Right? Who else? There are a few others. Anton Daniel, he's a Christian. A lot of times I had to try to educate my brother Anton doing this. I love that brother so much. You know, he's truly living what he said he believes in. And I respect that. I respect the hell out of that brother. Okay? But I just want that brother to open up his mind and don't let money blind you to seeing the truth, to seeing the reality. You are fortunate, right? You are fortunate, okay? And again, as black people, we have been taught to hate people that look like us, that have success. That they will. I can tell my brother, you gotta be careful, because they will send black people to tear you down, to tear your family down, to tear your children down, right? And it'll be your very own people they'll send. But you have to recognize and nip it in the bud. All right. Anyhow, talk to you guys in the next video.